Morning. Early morning. Cold morning.
Freezing.
In Thatcham, the dog has been for a walk and found a river, so that was good. Soaking wet.
It's sunny.
It's very sunny, which is good for us. Gonna be a nice day, I think.
We've basically 2 days cruising away from Blake's Lock, which is the one that's closing all winter. So we could be there tomorrow. Hang on.
We could be there tomorrow.
In these 2 days of cruising, we're going to travel what took us like 6 weeks on our way down.
Because we're sitting right now at the location where we actually got the solar panels installed, which was like more than 6 weeks into our
KENNET
and AVON experience. And then this is where we pretty much began the crank to the end and
we
back.
kind of slowly warmed up from here, didn't we?
Yeah.
Before here it was like 2 week mooring, 2 week mooring, 2 week mooring.
Yes.
So the plan for today is to get to Wolverhampton and then have like brunch. We haven't really had breakfast. And then maybe get to Aldermaston or the Cunning Man or Tile Mill, just whatever we feel like really.
Cunning Man is past Tile Mill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably Aldermaston or Tile Mill. I'm not a great fan of Aldermaston due to the fall on head break brain incident and also the fairly large number of
bloody day hire boats.
Oh, but that probably won't be as much of a problem because it's freezing cold.
It's cold, but it's Sunday, so it probably is day hire boat day.
Oh damn. Yes.
Made it to Wolverhampton and it was quite an interesting little cruise, wasn't it?
Bit of an industrial section with a lot of wind and everything, and then kind of the nice little somewhat quiet area suddenly interrupted by lots and lots of hire boats.
Pairs of hire boats. And then halfway through I was like, oh, there's a lot of hire boats. Oh, it's half term week.
It's half term.
And I felt sorry for that couple on the blue boat. I've forgotten what they're called, Canal Club boats. Yeah. He was like, we made a mistake, we don't even have children.
Yeah. And one of the boats was, on the last one coming up, got itself snagged on its rope, so it started to tilt precipitously.
In the lock, so a lady from a boat that wasn't even in the lock, she was below waiting to come in, she was like, can you stop the paddles? And so we stopped ours on this side, we weren't in the lock at the time, and the woman at the other side was like, why? Just drop the paddle. If you're in a lock and someone says, quick, drop the paddles,
it means do it immediately.
I mean, it wasn't serious in reality, like it was at a bit of an angle, but
no, it wasn't much, but it was growing noticeable.
Getting tired. That was interesting. Then we had the incident where we were in a lock and a woman came up to us asking for chocolate because her dad had just had cut his thumb and he was feeling faint, or like he'd passed out once.
Yeah, she explained it to me afterwards. She's like, he just can't deal with injuries. I'm like, how badly injured is he? He's like, cut his thumb. Oh, okay.
So we got them chocolate after Michael threw some chocolate in the canal.
I ran inside and I grabbed one of our little bag of sweets and ran back and was like, oh, this will be perfect. It was the first one I could find. Get outside. I'm down in the lock, about 7 feet down or whatever, so I toss it up in the sort of angle that should take it right over the lip. It gets over the lip, hits the wind, and goes backwards and straight into the canal.
So they might have fished it out because they were going in the lock after us and raising it up. So
Yeah.
they might have been able to fish
It
it
was
out.
sealed up hermetically. It was perfect.
So now I've got a perfect idea for when we run out of chocolate in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. She's just got to run up to somebody and go,
It's a medical emergency. We need
Michael's
chocolate.
had a problem on the boat. He's funny. We need some chocolate.
So yeah, we came out the last lock and there was just one swing bridge before we got to here, which is where we're going to have breakfast. And there was just hundreds and hundreds of fishermen.
Maybe 15. Maybe 20. But yeah, it was really funny as I'm going along. They're raising their rods.
And then we got here and the dreaded day boat had just come up the lock. So we quickly pulled in and they were really nice and just
They were fine.
peeled off. Woolhampton's quite interesting because there's the lock behind us and then the river joins the canal just below it. And then there's a swing bridge like 50 yards.
Yeah, so what we were supposed to do is go into the lock, go down the lock, and then
Open the gates.
open the gates. You're supposed to go through into the tail.
Yeah, there's like a big kind of channel.
Yeah,
In
but our
between
boat's a
bridges.
little too long to do
You just
that.
have to sit with your tail, with your stern in the lock
in
still.
the lock, yeah. And so then Joe will have to run ahead, out of view, open the swing bridge, somehow signal me, and then I've got to go through.
And you're not supposed to stop between the lock and the swing bridge. Bizarrely, there's like two or three moorings there.
Well, those are actually lock landing.
But then you're not supposed to stop, so why is there a lock landing?
Because sometimes the single boats
People
will have
have
to
to.
go through one to the other. Like if you're single-handed, there's no way for you to work it all, right?
Right.
So
But yeah, the ideal thing is you sit in the lock until the swing bridge is open and then you just go straight through.
and you just
and then
ram
come
straight
back
through.
and shut the lock.
Yeah.
But when we were moored here, because we were moored here for like a week or so, not on the 48-hour moorings, but like down below, the number of people we ended up just helping to come through. Let's just stay here. I'm
Nope,
done.
we're going through. We're on our way.
So we've just got to, I've just got to Aldermaston Lock, and it's got these quite interesting scallops along the side, which I think is quite unique. But the last time we came down this lock is when we came back to get water, just over there, and then Michael got his concussion. So I think today we're just gonna keep going.
So we're a few locks down from Tile Mill, where we stopped for the night. We're basically making our way to the edge of Reading, to actually the first place that we stopped on the trip. We're gonna pass the Cunning Man today, where we stopped for quite a while. And then our plan is for tomorrow to head on to the Thames. So this is our last full day in Reading, on the K&A. Hey, just came out of the Actually, I don't remember the name of this loch. It's the first of the two that is like Monkey Marsh Loch, soft-sided, and it was the first one that we ever found. And I'm not sure what the actual name of the loch is. It's probably the hit on the head. Anyway, based on smell and the fact that it looks like Monkey Marsh Loch, I'm going to christen it Monkey Bottom Loch, and just go with that. Minor collision with juniper tree. Minor collision with tree due to horseshoe bend to horseshoe bending. Meh. Here's the cunning man where we met George. That George, down there. Hey George, this is where we met you. Do you remember?
George does this thing at the end of a cruise because we've walked the whole way again. Well, he doesn't want to get on the boat.
Yeah.
So that's him not getting on the boat.
He's not getting on the boat. So today we had multiple swing bridges, multiple locks.
2 swing bridges, 5 locks. We've come from Tile Mill. Where did we wake up? To Fobney Lock, and it's kind of I don't know what the word is. I'm tired. This is where we spent our first night on the KENNET and AVON, and it's also where we're spending our last night on the KENNET and AVON.
Yeah, so a little bit of poetic symmetry.
That's the word I was looking for.
I ran into a tree trying to do a 90-degree turn in what turned out to be a 180-degree curve.
Unfortunately, I didn't film it because I left my camera on the boat.
Because I actually made it all the way, except for there was a juniper tree in the way.
Yesterday, we started in Thatcham, and 2 days cruising has got us to Fobney Lock. When we did it the other way round, so when we started in Fobney Lock, we started there on the 5th of July and we got to Thatcham on the 3rd of September. So we've basically done in 2 days what it took us 2 months to do.
Yes.
Coming the other way. Coming back, it's like we went through places and it's like, oh, this is where we fit the solar panels. Oh, this is where we had that really stressful day doing the batteries and we had no power overnight. And
this is where we met the pooch.
Yeah. Before we got here, we'd only been on board like month and a half.
Yeah. And we'd cruised. We hadn't learned a lot. It was funny today as we were coming down, although we had a couple of like amateur hour mistakes, like hitting a tree and Joe nearly falling in the scalloped lock. Always pay attention to where your feet are. And, you know, there were a couple of amateur hour bits, but for the most part, we're kind of pro at this.
Yeah.
Except for that's jinxing it. So tomorrow we're no doubt going to both be drowned or
We're more pro than when we started. Oh yeah, that's another one. This is where Michael got concussion and got taken off in an ambulance.
Yeah, we passed that. We had all these like firsts on the K&A, right? We got to think about this. We got the dog. We got the solar. We got the lithium. We had the first concussion. And
first time in the ambulance.
First time in an ambulance. First trip to the A&E. Second trip to the A&E. Third trip to the A&E.
First tunnel.
When
we started on the KENNET and AVON, like we thought that if you did 5 locks in a day, that was a lot. Like that was quite a busy day. Like we'd done 17 on the Basingstoke, but that was exceptional. But like a busy day would be 5 locks. Now 5 locks, 5 swing bridges, it's quite a day. First fire.
First fire. It's been good. It's been interesting. We've learned a lot. The learning curve of living on a boat is
leveling off a bit.
Leveling off a little bit.
So tomorrow, back
Reading.
onto the Thames via Reading.
Yeah, Reading onto the Thames and up towards.
Oxford.
Well, probably not to Oxford.
So we're not sure if we're going to get a 2-day licence for the Thames because I think it's the same price as a 1-week licence.
Something like that.
And if we do it in 2 days, it will be doing like 8-hour days. Yeah, we need to slow down.
Must slow down.
I've literally walked from practically Newbury, apart from the...
You've pretty much walked from...
Bristol. Bath.
Well, not Bristol. You've pretty much walked from Bath.
If you have any tips for the Thames between Reading and Oxford, let us know. If you have any tips for the Oxford, let us know. High five, done the KENNET and AVON. Oh, Michael. High five, we've done the KENNET and AVON. Now we'll do it in slow motion. No, I was going to film it in slow motion.
Oh. I'm fully committed to this. I was just like,
Come
yeah.
And then I'm going to sneeze.
She's gonna sneeze. That's what a sneeze looks like on camera, people. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. We're gonna be traveling through an area that we've seen before, at a much higher rate of speed.
Yeah.
Do you have any dark chocolate by any chance? It's more important. By any chance, any Ritter Sport marzipan? Could be necessary. Necessary, yes. Or M&M's, yellow. Yellow bag, not yellow M&M's.
George?
That's specific. George, I got just the butt end of a dog sticking out of a bush.
Georgie!
George, where's
He's
the front of
eating
you?
something.
Where's the front of you, George? Back up, George. Back it up. Oh, don't look at all guilty. Oh, what's in your mouth? What's in your mouth?
Oh, he's been eating something.
Yeah. Bad George. It felt like some sort of gauntlet or salute. It's like, it's like, he's going to his death. We'll raise our swords to him with a pike at the end.
They really annoyed me walking along the towpath because when they pulled the rods in, they'd pull it across the towpath and then they'd take all these extension bits off. Most of them just got them out of the way when they saw me coming. This guy was like, I'll be a minute. Let's get edited out.
Apparently that's going to get cut.
And then
She's a little pissy today, people. She's just a little on the pissy side. Sometimes she's grumpy.
I'm
Sometimes
pissy
she's
every
not.
day.
Not every day.
Most days.
Most days. Check out the locks on that boy. They've I wasn't wearing my hat today. It's just gone.
Come this way, so George, isn't it?
It's just gone.
No, this way.
Wait, come this way. There's George.
Are you recording?
We're recording. We have a very small dog right here.
We shrunk him.
We shrunk him. He is this big, right like that. See, very small dog. We give him little squishies on the head. Nice little petty wetties. Oh, such a good dog.
He's not impressed.
He's not impressed.
Did we record something yesterday?
I have no idea. I think we did. Pretty sure we did a little quick one when we got into tile mill.
So,
If we didn't, yesterday got the tile mill done.
lots of hire boats, half term,
Yeah.
chocolate in the canal.
Yeah. Yes, we mentioned all of that. We did do a video yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was a juniper tree because at the last second, all I could think of was, "Those are my juniper berries," and then I hit it.
What's that from?
God, how can she be British?
Monty Python.
Yes,
That was a guess. I didn't know.
The Life of Brian. It's like one of the classics.
So yesterday we started in,
Why are you looking at July?
because you'll see. Yesterday we started in.
Tile mill. Oh,
Yesterday we started in.
oh. Yesterday.
Thatcham. And we were. Yesterday we started in Thatcham, and we were last there on the 17th of September. Today we've got to Fobney Lock.
It's the 3rd of September, 17.
Okay.
I figured that out eventually.
And yeah, if you've got any tips for the Thames between.
Shut! Whoop.
Did you just stand on my dog?
Apparently his tail was under my foot. 2.